Another day, another dollar. It's another episode of the Easy Corner. My guest, the Clearbrook Killers, also Houston Defenders guards. We got Kimo Millender and Marcus Smurf Millender, man. How y'all doing today, man? Man, we can't hear you, man. We can't hear you.
Oh, you hear us now?
Yeah, we hear you now.
Oh, we doing good. How about you?
Man, I'm good, man. Obviously, we've been going through quarantine, but I know you guys been putting in work with the Houston Defenders, but I know you guys been putting in work like outside of the Houston Defenders. So how are you guys been getting better since this quarantine?
Since this quarantine, we just been chilling, going to the park, and just putting in. We go like 3 times a day to park. Yeah. And then we got a weight set outside in the backyard. So we do our squats and then we bench press, and we go into the field, do our leg workout.
Man, talk about Clearbrook season. You guys made a lot of noise this season. I think you guys only took 4 L's in district, but obviously that's one of the toughest districts in the state. You got Dickinson, a team that actually went to state. Clear Lake is always a good team, but you guys are right there. And then Clear Creek, that's who got you guys at least twice. That beat y'all twice. So just talk about how competitive that district really was, and having to just bring it every night, and you guys just making a name for yourselves.
The district is hard, especially playing against like Dixon, against like Tremont, Marcus, and Deuce. It was fun playing against them, but they taught us a lot of stuff when we was playing them, and it was kind of tough. In Clear Lake, that's like a rivalry game. The game's always packed there.
Yeah.
And Creek, those are 2 tough losses we took those games. In the first game we went into 3 overtimes, and the second game went into like 2 overtimes.
Marcus, man, how is it being a freshman on varsity, your first year playing high school basketball at the highest level? Obviously, we know what your brother does as a scorer, but we know what kind of toughness and the leadership as a point guard that you bring. So what did your brother tell you what to expect coming into this year for Clearbrook?
He told me just to keep my head up, play hard, like always. And this season I had to play my role. I had to do what it take to win, to help us win this season.
When you guys play a team like Dickinson, what do you get out of that game? What do you learn out of that game, knowing that their run might be over as the best team in that district, and you guys might be up next for the next probably 3 years? So, like, what do you learn from the reigning district champs and what they've done over the years? What do you learn from games like that?
Learn from them games, like, they competed every night, and they put on a show for all their fans, and the fans are all there at the game. It was packed. And then for the game, we watched film for like, I think 2 weeks straight. Our first game against Dixon. And for district next year, we're gonna win it for the next 3 years.
What are you telling your team as far as the Clearbrook base right now? Because we're going to get to the playoff game in a little bit, but what do you tell your team? Obviously, it was a successful season, but I know you two, you guys are hungry. You guys want to prove a point, not just in the city, but also in the state and across the country. What do you tell your team getting ready for next year?
Next year, we're going to tell them keep their head up, like it's varsity level, like it's hard. Everybody can play, like every school can play. We had to come in, play defense. And we lost like, I think 7 seniors. It was half our team. So we have a lot of new roles for people coming up next year to play with us.
So you say you lost 7 seniors. Kimo, how do you lead this team? Because obviously we know that you're one of the best scorers, but now everybody's going to question what kind of leader you are, knowing that 7 seniors is gone. You have to be a little bit more vocal. What do you do as a leader? Even though you're going into your junior year, you're a 3-year varsity guy. You're not new to this no more. What do you tell your team as a leader, not just as a player, but as a leader? What do you tell your team?
As a leader, I tell in practice, I make sure everybody does the little things, no joking around in practice. Take practice like it's a game and go through every drills and competing and scrimmaging and all that. And when everybody heads are down, I pick them back up so they can be like comfortable playing with me.
Smurf, obviously you're going to be the point guard, that pit bull, that dog, right beside your brother as a scorer, as a point guard. How you're a young freshman guard. Ultimately, my question is to you: how did you earn the team's respect, knowing that we know what you've done on these circuits in the past, but this is your first year playing high school ball? How did you earn your team's respect? And then coming into next year, we don't need you to be freshman Marcus. You got to be Marcus Smurf Millender out there. Do just a little more to get Clearbrook over that hump.
Yeah.
What is that?
So I earn my respect by being like one of the hardest workers in the gym, with every practice, not playing around. In the games, when I come in, I play defense, hard defense, steals, pass the ball to teammates, get my teammates involved, try to make like everybody around me better. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you. I got you. We're gonna talk about the Summer Creek game. Second round of the playoffs. You guys took one of the best teams in the state down to the wire. A team that a lot of people one of the teams that people picked to get to state. When you guys competed with a team like that, what does that do for y'all? Well, honestly, I don't want you guys to answer that question yet. What was the mood in the locker room after that game?
After the game, it was heartbreaking. Everybody was crying after that game. Yeah, it was hurt.
What
we wanted bad.
What was the difference differences in that game? Because like I said, you guys lost by 3 points?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, y'all lost by 3. What was the differences in the game? Like what would you say? What really elevated Summer Creek to win, or what happened? What caused y'all the game that you think caused you guys to lose?
All right, we was up like halftime. He had us a little run, and then when we came back out, they had pressed us, and then we was turning the ball up, like we was just turning the ball over, and then that's when they caught their run and they had the lead, and they were just playing hard the whole game, so they kept the lead.
Kimo, what do you specifically remember about that game? Because every great player remembers they actually remember the L's more than the dubs. So what do you remember about that game, and what just goes through your mind knowing that, damn, if I probably hit a free throw or make a layup or make that shot, it's probably a different story. What do you – because I know you remember something about that game, like, damn, if I could do that over, the result might have been different. I don't know if we would have won, but the result maybe could have been different.
Mm-hmm. The game, I had two contested threes in the corner I could have hit. If I would have hit one of them, then we would have been in the tie and probably went to overtime. And then probably the first half, we all was locked in and focused. And then second half, like Smurf said, they was pressing us and we got out of control.
Yeah. As brothers, what's the like conversation and the energy like when you guys are on that court? Because at the end of the day, we know that you're the scorer, Kimo. Smurf, we know you just go be tough and try to get everybody the ball, but be that hard-nosed guy. What is like the energy on that court when you guys are playing together?
We've been playing since like I was in 4th grade, Smurf in 3rd grade. We've been playing ever since, and basically we know what we're gonna do, when we're gonna make the shots, when we're gonna miss them, and
he tell me some things I don't know. I tell him things I don't know. We teach each other things like when we get on the court. We both play defense, yeah.
Obviously, you guys are playing for the Houston Defenders. You guys play for BU last year, but now you guys make the jump to the Houston Defenders. Tell me what that experience has been like, and how did it come about that you guys were going to play for the Defenders?
Coach Larry had hit me up after the season with BU, and then ever since I just got a connection with Coach Larry, and he was asking me to come to workouts on Sunday and weekly, and I liked it. And we got the best 16U team in the state.
We're going to get to that. We're going to get to that. We are going to get to that. Trust me. I got you. Hey, listen, this is the right platform to call everybody out. So I got you, man. I'm like, we're going to get to that. But go ahead. What's your feeling, Marcus? Because Smurf, I just think Harrison is just a big fan of you, bro. Every time. Like, he let you play 17U in the Gasso in Austin. Tell me that experience, even though it was quality minutes, but just tell me that experience as a 15U playing 17U at the Gasso in Austin with those guys.
That experience was good. It was great. They was teaching me some things I didn't know.
Okay.
17, you can't go out there and play like how you play on 15s. You got to play harder. You got to lock up 94 feet. You got to do everything. Yeah.
Now we're going to really just get to the real business. Kimo, you obviously already said it. The best 16U team in the state. But in the city, there's some pretty good teams in the city.
Yeah,
we know
all the stuff.
We know about the hoops. But I talked to your coach, Larry. I said, I want to see the matchup with TTG. That's what I want to see, the matchup with TTG. Hey, listen, I understand that, but those guys are making a strong push. Coach Chung is out there motivating and hyping them, getting big quality wins. Matthew Lewis, I believe he's a sniper. As soon as he gets that ball, I'm like, oh, snap, okay. He's like that. Sam Bradford and those boys, like, they look complete. They look like a tough task, but we know who your dogs are. We know that you got Mr. Cameron Crockett, Mr. Chancellor White, a whole lot of other players out here, all those guys. Talk about if that matchup were to happen, how do you see the Defenders in that favor?
In that matchup, we easily win by 30 against them.
Win by 30. Why easily win by 30?
Because no one on that team can guard anybody on our team. We got Chance, the bucket, Cam, the bucket, X, the bucket, Jason, shooter, John's a big man, and everybody else, they're not messing with them.
I'm going to get to Smurf. One team. You know who I'm going to say. One team. They said they're the best team. They're already claiming it. The Houston Hoops. Obviously, your teammate, Zion Little. Your district opponent, Mr. Orlando Horton. Chris Johnson. Mr. Wesley Ye from Beaumont United. But the Defenders, yourself, Mr. Jalen Bernard, Jaden Nunn, and yourself and all of those boys. How do you compete against the Houston Hoops? Because honestly, I think that you would take that matchup very, very personal, because I think for the next 3 years is going to look like, who do you want? Orlando Horton, or you want Marcus Smurf Millender? Because we got to see it in AAU, because we know we're guaranteed to see it at least twice a year in school. Before you talk about the team, talk about that individual matchup, you and Orlando Horton. You guys probably been going at it your whole life.
Yeah. All right. So the team, I think we're supposed to be playing them like
the GMI
or something like that.
Okay.
The Gym tournament.
Okay. I'll be there. I'll be there with the Easy Corner microphone. Winner gets that interview after that game, man. I'll be there. But go ahead, just talk about that matchup, because right now they're making a lot of noise. They're making a lot of noise with these videos. They're picking up offers. Some people are saying, is this the best 15U team in the country? I'm just saying. So just talk about that matchup a little bit, because I know that you're really good friends with those guys, obviously. But like, just talk about that 15U matchup.
Yeah, this year we got a new squad, like some new faces too. We still missing some people like that ain't been to the tournament, the only tournament we went to. Jamari, you know Jamari from Manville?
Yeah.
He tough. We got Jaden, like you said, Jaden, Shooter Jaden,
Yeah.
Traylon,
Yeah.
all of and Chase now.
How woke would you be for that match when y'all because I know it's gonna happen. How woke would you be for that matchup if the Hoops plays the Defenders? Because out of all my years, I've never seen the Hoops play the Defenders on any level. That's all I really just want to see is a Hoops and Defenders match. That's it. So like, how hyped would you be for that match?
I'm super excited. I'm gonna be happy to play. We're gonna be ready. It's gonna be a good game.
I want you guys to describe the Defenders coaching staff, because I've been knowing them for 4 years. I always call them family. Those are my guys. They always look after it. They always just they're good guys. Coach Larry, Coach Aaron, Coach Guidry, Coach Keith White, all those guys. Just talk about the just Defenders staff as a whole.
Yeah, in practice, they push us to the limit, and the staff is really good, and
they take care of everybody.
Treat you like family.
Treat you like family.
Kimo, I got a question for you. Bryce Griggs, I would say he was the number one player in class of 2022. Obviously, we all know the news that he's gone now. He's going to San Diego to play with Mikey Williams. There is a mantle that is empty of who is now the new top dog in 2022. I just want you to make a case for yourself. Why are you in that position to be the number one guy in the class of 2022? Because you even got some teammates that's probably worthy of being number one. But just speaking the case for yourself, the competitor and the bucket that you are, why are you the number one player in class of 2022?
I would say I'm the number one player because how I treat every game like it's my last and compete till the timer goes off. And I kind of prove myself, but I still have a lot more stuff to prove on.
So when you see guys like P.J. Haggerty, Deshaun Jones, the Cameron Crockett's, the Chancellor Whites, you play with all those guys. Like I said, Sam Bradford and Matthew Lewis are coming from TTG. When you see the 2022 as a whole, how good is it? Because obviously a lot of people knew that people just thought it was just a one-star name for 2022. Oh, it's all about Bryce. Talk about the 2022 as a whole and the respect that you guys need and the respect that you guys really deserve.
Respect that. 2022 in Houston, probably the top class, really. And everybody competes. We got different people that can compete with anybody. We make a top team with all the top people in Houston, we probably be the best team.
Smurf, your brother said that 2022 is it will be a best team. Make a case for 2023 because, like I said, you got the Tyler Smiths, you got the Chris Johnsons, you got yourself, you got Orlando Horton, your boy Zion Little, Wesley Yates, like I said, like Jaden Nunn, Jalen Bernard. Talk about your 2020. Oh, Jacoby Cole. Jacob Cole. I cannot forget about him. I can't forget about him. Talk about 2023 because I really think 2023 is a special class that may produce pros in the near future. 2022, they got good players, but I just think a little bit more talent. While 2023 has a talent and maybe projection, they might have pros because the size. And with 6'5" guards, you can't pass up on that. So just talk about that.
2023 got a whole bunch of underdogs. Like everybody in the class can compete.
Is everybody really an underdog though? Is everybody really an underdog in that class? Because Tyler Smith is number 10 in the country. I don't really call that underdog. Like you got country. 2022 got some underdogs, but 2023 might. might really have some top dogs in the country coming out. So are they really underdogs? I know you might consider yourself as underdog, but like I said, 6'5" guards. Why are they underdogs in your eyes?
Because like we don't really get the recognition that like other people get.
Okay.
Coming,
Hold on, say that one more time. I didn't hear that last part.
I said we don't really get the recognition that everybody else get.
What games are you guys looking forward to playing this summer? Obviously, like I said, AAU has really probably been cut short due to coronavirus. But now that you're back on the court playing AAU, how does it feel, man? How does it feel?
It feels good coming back from all the hard work we've been doing. I ain't even think we was finna get on the court.
I got you. Smurf, obviously Zion Little is your teammate. But when you guys step on the court when the hoops play, what is that matchup like? Even though you really don't guard him, but obviously he's gonna ride for his guys. But at the end of the day, if he do anything stupid, he gotta know that, hey man, that's my point guard for school. Like I probably need him to win a state championship. So like he got to look at it from both sides of the fence. So like, what do you tell them?
Tell who Zion? You talking about what I tell
Zion? When that matchup happens, what's the energy gonna be like?
It's gonna be live. It's gonna be hype. It's gonna be hype up in the gym.
One thing I want to ask you guys both, I want you guys to touch on your pops. I see him on Twitter a lot, always working you guys out, but always saying good things, not just about YouTube, but he actually says a lot of good things about the 2022s and 2023 class. Not just as a basketball trainer or just nothing to do with basketball. How's your dad just helped y'all and molded y'all as just young men? Because at the end of the day, we all know what's going on in the killings of these black men. What does he tell? What's the message that he delivers to you guys, knowing that what's happening in the world with black men and also young African Americans?
He tells us when we go like driving around, if a cop ever pulls over, keep your hands up and don't put them down because they might shoot you. And he treats everyone like family, anybody. If they want to hang out with us, or like say we go out to dinner, he'll buy everybody's food for everybody. He just treat them like family. He's from the country, Mississippi, so yeah.
Just talk about, but then we're gonna go to the other part. As a basketball guy, he always training y'all. He's always telling y'all, challenging you guys to get better. He doesn't want you guys to become complacent. How does he motivate you guys in the game of basketball?
Oh, he motivates us in the game of basketball. He pushes us hard every day. Every day we go work out, go push us hard, gonna push us to this max. Yeah.
Talk about your parents in general, bro. Just talk about all that, man. Just talk about all that, like how they helped you and how they shaped you, knowing that like it takes two at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Mom's got to get some love too. So like, just talk about that.
Well, my parents been divorced for like 10 years, but we got different sides. So
okay.
He just tells us to look out for everybody in need, and if someone needs something, help out with them. And for my mom, she tells us to always be careful when we go out to the park and when we go for jogs at night, and
we go out of town and stuff.
I respect you guys because you guys say the park. What does the park still mean in some cultures? Because I know kids right now that say, I'm not hooping at no park. Cement, that gonna mess up my knees, man. But like when you hoop at the park, to me, you're cut from a different cloth. That's what I was raised on, at the park before the gym. So just talk about that park feeling. Does it feel that you're putting in more work when you're at the park than on a court?
Nah. Yeah, from the park?
Yeah, from the park, yeah.
You out there in the heat.
Yeah.
And like we've been working our whole life. Like the park,
Yeah.
But we'll go to the gym like when we got the gym time. But
Yeah.
mainly we on at the end of the heat all day.
I'm gonna throw out some names. Well, I'm not. This is my question. Kimo, give me 4 2022 guys that you would run with.
I'll run with Cam Crockett,
Cam Crockett.
White,
Yeah.
X, and J. My guys from Houston Defenders.
Smurf, give me 4 guys for 2023 that you would run with.
Like go run out with in the country.
No, run with like the hoop, like just the hoop, like 4 2023 guys.
Say Tyler, Zion, Jamari.
Okay.
And Jacob.
Okay. Talk about Clearbrook a little bit, man. Just talk about the school just as a whole and in general. Like, what has it done for you guys? Like, how are you guys putting Clearbrook on the map, trying to make it not just a city thing, but a state thing? Because people are gonna, now that Clearbrook has expectations, what's that gonna be like come back in the fall when you guys know that you guys are not sneaking up on anybody no more. You guys are expected to do things, and second round is not gonna cut it.
No, we're gonna make it farther next year for sure.
Can you guarantee me that?
Yeah, for sure. We put in the work. Clearbrook, ever since we got there, they treat us like family. The coaching staff, Coach Yannick, my head coach, he really pushes us every day, and whenever we need the gym, he lets us get it. Like if saves like 4 a.m, he'll let us get it, and after school, he'll let us get the gym all day to
all night
until whenever we're ready to go.
Where does this gym mentality just come from? Because a lot of people, like you said, if we need it all night, if we need it at 4 a.m., where does this mentality as gym heads come from?
We've been in the gym like since we're like 7 years old. It just there. At 24 hours, we've been in the gym we get there like at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and then probably leave like at 3 o'clock in the morning and go home. Just doing open runs with the grown-ups and shooting around.
Both of y'all, man, give me your top 5 NBA players. Give me your top 5 of all time, and probably give me top 5 of all time and top 5 NBA players right now.
Top 5, probably Russell Westbrook, Kevin Durant.
Good job.
Kawhi.
LeBron.
And Ja Morant.
Okay. Is that favorites or Ja Morant's already in the 5?
He's in the 5 already.
Oh, damn. Okay. Smurf.
My 5, I say Chris Jackson. Wade, Kobe.
This all time? This all time right now, right?
Yeah, okay. All time.
Okay.
Wade, Kobe, LeBron, and Shaq.
So Mike doesn't make the 5?
Yeah.
Damn. So Kimo, who's your top 5 of all time?
Mike, Kobe, LeBron. I'll probably say Steve Nash. I like watching him play.
Okay. Smurf, when you say that Mike is not in your top 5, I really want to know, what does your dad say? I need to know, because obviously I know he knows the Jordan era. I know he knows the Jordan era. Like, he was in the midst of it, probably watching it. So like, when you tell him straight up, "Hey man, Jordan's not in my top 5," what would he say, or have you told him that Jordan's not top 5?
Disagree. You're gonna be there. You're gonna argue. You're gonna argue about it. You're gonna debate and have a debate about it.
I just want to know, why is Jordan not in your top 5? Just out of curiosity, why is he not in your top 5?
Tripping. I don't really like his game like that.
But the thing about it is, didn't Kobe imitate his game? How you don't like his game, but Kobe's in the top 5?
Well, I like his game, but like he can't. He not better than Kobe, so he just can't get in the top 5.
I just think I love Kobe. That's one of my favorite players of all times. But I would just say that Kobe did everything except that I think Kobe has more range, but I think they do everything the same. What differences do you see from Kobe and Jordan? I just want to know. Other than the long ball, I'll give Kobe that. Kobe is a better 3-point shooter than Mike. What differences do you see? Because I give Mike the edge on ball defense too.
Yeah. The differences, I don't really know. It's just like Kobe just all over all around player. Like he's just better than Jordan.
Okay. You know what? I can respect that though. Like I can actually respect that. But who's your top 5 players in the league right now?
Right now, LeBron. Was Kyrie? Not Kyrie. Ja Morant. Harden.
Man, tell me some of you guys' dream schools to play in college.
Dream school probably. I don't know, really, to be honest, right now.
Talk about some of the interests that you actually picked up in the Austin Gasso. Talk about some of your interests, Kimo.
I picked up, I think it was 6 or 7 interests from schools. They were after June 15th.
Okay.
When they contacted, I picked up a whole bunch of interest in a lot of schools.
When you knowing that it's almost coming close to coming, even though you got 2 more years left, knowing that it's coming close to making a college decision, even though we're kind of way apart, but like the number 1 player in your class in the country just committed to Michigan State yesterday, Imani Bates. Knowing when it's time for you to make a decision, what are you looking for in a college coach? And Smurf, that same question is for you when that time comes. I want you to explain that, coach. So are you looking for in a coach when it comes to time to make that decision?
What I'm looking for a coach is I'm looking for probably a coach that wants me to play at school and a school that's going to let me play how I play my game.
Same question, Smurf.
Oh, the same thing coming out what he said, and a coach that'll treat you like family.
Smurf, I got a question, bro. Are you still gonna play football this year?
Oh yeah. I'm on the field.
Talk about that because I know your boy, Mr. Zion Little. He's quite the athlete too at football. Talk about a little bit about your football game and what you trying to accomplish. Because what position you running back?
Nah, I ain't playing running back this year.
You playing DB?
Yeah.
What are you trying to? What message are you trying to deliver for football? Because now I can tell that you're a football player because your demeanor and your toughness. I was like, bro, this guy got to be a football player. So I looked. And I was like, okay, it makes sense. I was like, bro, like the way you play basketball, tough. Like you remind me of Jacoby Harris, the 17U point guard for the Defenders. And the thing about it is, he was a freshman on varsity in football, but he just stopped playing. So, like, you guys kind of have, like, that same demeanor football-wise. So just talk about what you're trying to get accomplished in football this year.
I'm trying to get accomplished. Probably just going out there and showing what I can do. Okay. On the varsity level.
Okay. So I got a question. Since you were DB, are you safety or are you corner?
I don't know yet.
Okay,
this year I played safety.
Okay.
I played safety, but next year I don't know yet.
Say if you were to play corner, how many quarterbacks you think that should test you?
None.
Why? What? Give me a reason why they shouldn't test you. Because like, do you have good footwork, or you got good hands, or is it a pick, or is it a pass deflect? You gotta let me know.
All that. I'm just athletic and I got speed. I'm quick.
Okay. Kimo, man, why you not out there on the field with your bro?
Yeah. I broke my knee playing football. I ain't doing that no more.
Oh, for real? What position? Running back?
I don't know. It was for Thompson. I had to play everything for my school.
Oh, so after that?
I was done. I just stick to basketball.
Mark, is it going to be a point that you feel like you're going to have to make a decision, or do you think you could keep this up for 4 years, for 3 more years?
Yeah, I think I can.
Because I think your boy Zion is going to be saying, hey, man, let's try to get it done in both sports.
Yeah, he tough in football.
Yeah, I heard, man. I heard he's that Cam Newton out there. Somebody told me, like, hey, man, like, he legit. He's next up.
Yeah,
and
he's tough.
Five with size, so I know that. I think he knows his future is football, but he's a competitor in basketball. He's going to keep playing, but I think he knows his future is football.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want you guys to kind of touch on BU. Talk about that program a little bit, because I'm a big fan of Coach Teddy Wheeler, because I think he's one of those coaches who brings the best out of his players, like in the way that he communicates with his players, and also the way that he teaches and breaks down the game and the philosophy of the game. Obviously, we know about his sons, Montana, Severe, and there's still more coming. It's still more coming. So just talk about that program, but I specifically want you to talk about Coach Teddy Wheeler and how did he kind of just get you better as guards, because I really think that the guard game is his game. He knows what elite guards look like.
Yeah. Coach Teddy, he knows what he's talking about. He teaches you all his point guards to play fast and play under control and make the right plays. And like Xavier, he's in Georgia right now. He's playing fast and
he makes the right plays.
Make the right plays and the right reads at the right time. And he's doing it at a high level right now.
Okay. Same here, Smurf. What's your feelings on Coach Teddy Wheeler, man?
Same thing he said.
Okay. And then my last question: how has basketball shaped you as young men?
It shaped us. Like my dad, ever since we were little, he pushed us to play basketball. He played overseas and he played at New Mexico State. And ever since then, I just wanted to play basketball as a little kid. Growing up, we played with the Rockstars, Coach Revis, and Curran Roach played on his 17U team while I was playing there in 5th grade.
It was one of them, 5th grade, one of them. Yeah.
Same thing?
Yeah.
Okay, I got y'all. Go ahead, y'all, man. Throw out your Twitter, your Instagram, your TikTok, your Snapchat. Throw all that out, man, for throw it all out there for the Easy Corner, man.
Oh, you talking about like shout it out?
Yeah, shout it out. Shout out your social media, all of it, all of them.
Instagram, Smurf Millie. Snapchat, Smurf7813. And my Twitter is Smurf Millender.
No TikTok?
Nah, I don't do TikTok.
No, I just have to make sure, because the dude that made sure that caught me off guard with that is Dylan Miles. He's like, hey, man, I got a TikTok too. So I have to ask that question now. I got to ask if you guys have TikToks, because I just got to know. I guess people want to know. Go ahead, Chemo.
My Instagram is Chemo Millie 05 and Snapchat is Chemo 0203 and Twitter is Chemo Millender 23.
Bet. I am the Easy Corner. Follow me on Instagram at the Easy Corner. Follow me on Twitter, Easy_Corner1. I'm talking to the baddest backcourt probably in the city. Houston Defenders own, Clearbrook's own, Millie Boys, Marcus Smurf Millender. Hey, man. Hey, listen. You guys got to give me one of them shirts, dog. Hey, man, give me one of them shirts, man. Give me one of them shirts, man.
Got you.
And my boy, Chemo Millender. We out. Appreciate the interview, man. This interview will be on YouTube, Easy Corner. It'll be on next week. Appreciate it, y'all, man.
Appreciate it, Easy.
All right, man.